What's up, everybody? And today we're checking out Call of Duty Black Ops 7 gameplay reveal trailer. This came out during Gamescom opening night a couple nights ago. Yeah, I'm excited to see what it's all about. I'm going to try and be optimistic. You know, we just got off the back of playing the beta for Black Ops 6, which I've not had that much fun since peak Warzone. When Warzone was at its peak and it was locked down and me and the boys were constantly playing it. I haven't had that much fun in a game since then. And I really enjoy Battlefield 6, and I like the aesthetic that it's more military based and not crazy, which I know it's Black Ops 7. It's going to be a bit crazy. I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to try and be optimistic, and we're going to try and have some fun. All right, guys, and we'll go from there. Before we get started, though, check out Chug, 10% off, link down below for the best drinking vessel in the world. If you want to look like an absolute legend while drinking your drink, keeping your beverage cold for a long time, check out Chug, 10% off, link down below. Sustainable materials, handmade here in the UK by a small business, ships to America. You can't get any better than that. Free customization, free bag, link down below. What else do I need to say? Morale. I'm going down to finalize the drink next week, which is insane. What day is it today that this is going out? Thursday. Yeah, a week from today, we'll be driving up to finalize the drink. When I say finalize, we've got the recipe. It's all squared away. They just have to taste test it before it fills all the cans, which is what we're going to do, which is very, very exciting. We're building a community. If you want to follow the website to know when the drink comes out, you can. If you want to go over to the Instagram, I said this in a previous video, and I'm sticking by the guns here. This drink, what we're doing, this movement, the idea is to take the profits and get people outside more, especially the next generation, to disconnect from the online world and reconnect with nature. It makes us better people. It makes us more sociable. It helps with our mental health. This is something that I'm so passionate about. If that is not your cup of tea, if you do not, thrive in the outdoors, you don't have to go to the Instagram. We want to build a tight-knit community of people who genuinely want to improve themselves, whether that be through their mental health, their physical health, connecting with nature, connecting with people, doing all these things. If you want to be part of that, follow the Instagram. If you don't be part of the community. We don't want stragglers. We want a tight-knit community of people who genuinely are passionate about this type of thing, about self-improvement and the outdoors. I want to give a shout out to Jay Laster, the Viking Donny, BC Rich, biggest fan, Stubelibe, Warrior Davis 21, Smuzzy, all for Salvador Camarad, all for following the Drink Morale Instagram this side. Shout out to you guys for joining the community and being part of the movement. All right, it's time. It's time. It's time to watch it. Let's be optimistic, guys. Let's have some fun. Let's go into this thinking it's not a military game. This is a sci-fi shooter, all right?
They want you afraid. Fear makes you easier to control. It's time to wake up.
Black Ops 7.
Your streets shall once again run red with your blood.
Raul Menendez ignited global unrest on an unprecedented scale.
2035.
We're bringing peace and security to the world.
He refuses to let me go.
He's a really good actor. He was in what was that drama that he was in? This Is Us, I think is it called This Is Us? He's a really, really good actor, and yeah, I've seen him in a few different things now, which is promising. He's a good actor, which is promising.
Looking backwards, David, what matters is what we do next.
A lot of people counting on us for answers.
Is that him from The Walking Dead? Go back. Yeah, that's him from The Walking Dead, right? Is it Dahl's brother? I don't know. I stopped watching The Walking Dead after season like 2 or 3.
Spectre 1, report. Need a sit rep.
Music's cool. Nicaragua.
This isn't real.
The hell it ain't!
All right. This gives Call of Duty the opportunity to lean into more crazy skins in their multiplayer. After seeing this, I'm only a minute into this. And my position in this is I'm going to play the campaign here on the YouTube channel with you guys. I've played all the Call of Duty campaign, all the major ones. I'm going to play the campaign, right? I will see what that looks like from a story standpoint. I have zero interest in playing the multiplayer for this. Zero interest in playing them. I will play the campaign because I want to know the story. They're pretty good at Call of Duty. Can be relatively good at telling stories, right? They've made some they made some bad ones, but they've also made some really good stories. I think that I'm gonna practically just be playing the campaign now. I'm pretty sure Call of Duty now, all of their games are on Game Pass. So for me, this isn't something I'm gonna buy. I'm probably just gonna play the campaign on Game Pass, and then call it a day there. And then if I want to play multiplayer, just head over to Battlefield because that's just the aesthetic I want with a shooting game, really. Pull it together, man.
Killing a man is a hell of a lot easier than killing
Oh,
an idea.
Frank Woods.
You were never cut out to be a Mason.
No more games. This ends now.
So it looks like there that one of his team members, the guy who's from The Walking Dead, the guy that is from The Walking Dead is gonna turn into the bad guy. Listen, I'm trying to be optimistic here. Part of me is like, I'm excited to see where this campaign. I also feel like the campaign is going to be quite predictable. We've obviously got this very tight knit group of individuals. One of them is going to betray him. It's classic, right? There's a lot of trippy stuff happening here. Yeah, I mean, why are they going down the sci-fi route and going this crazy route rather than just traditional military? And that's because, and I'm going to give you a bit of a breakdown here. I read a lot of books. I read a lot of stories, a lot of books, and a lot of them are fantasy and sci-fi. I don't really read much military books and stuff like that. But from what I have read and what I do know is to make a story about the military gives less creative freedom on visuals and all this other stuff than it does if you make a game that is very fantastical like this, right? And so what happens is it restricts all of the story to rely on the story itself, right? If you've got a military story that is just based and grounded in reality, whether that's historical, kind of like Battlefield 1, or whether it's not, whether it's more modern, like the original Modern Warfare or the reboot of Modern Warfare, if the story isn't good, it doesn't matter about the rest. However, if you do something fantastical like this, if the missions are just insane and wacky and crazy, all of a sudden the story doesn't have to, it doesn't have to rely on just the story, right? The story can be generic and predictable, but if the missions are wacky and insane, then they get away with it. Not only that, it also means that in the multiplayer, they're able to sell more skins. They're able to turn it around and be like, okay, well, here is a really wacky skin because it fits within the narrative of them hallucinating, right? Whereas as Battlefield 6, for instance, they're limited. If they stick to just grounded stuff, they're limited to skins that are reflection of reality, right? There was a leak recently that showed that there's kind of like British skins and American ones, and it's based off these uniforms of the military. They can't go ahead and make something incredibly wacky or they'll get a massive amount of backlash, right? Whereas here, They can put Nicki Minaj in it, running around shooting frigging Ronaldo and Snoop Dogg all in the same fire team and get away with it because it's Tripper. And therefore they're able to sell more stuff. However, I think because of the backlash of have we got like a pre-order thing? Oh, there's some stuff I've missed at the end here actually.
Get the Reznov Challenge Pack when you pre-order now.
Oh my god. Okay.
Pre-order now.
This is the prime example. They could not get away with skins like this in Battlefield, right? Because there'd be so much backlash and they're able to sell these skins. That's why they've gone down this path. They've basically come out with an incredible game, which is Modern Warfare 2019, right? And they've slowly been like, all right, how can we creep back into selling as much as possible with skins? And therefore, you end up with a game like this where you've got these skins that I have absolutely zero desire to play. If it's going to be sci-fi, in my opinion, I like my sci-fi a bit more like Halo, right? Don't get me wrong. This could be a fun game to play. The story could be a fun story to play. However, because I know of the direction they've gone in for a specific reason of selling skins, I have no interest in playing the multiplayer. I just don't. I just have no interest. Whereas as the Battlefield one, you can, like, there's going to be like 50 people running around in Call of Duty dressed as this guy with this hat. And it's going to look ridiculous. Whereas in Battlefield, you can have a generic, British camouflage, but it fits the narrative because that's what soldiers look like. And you can still, kind of develop it a little bit. Oh, I want to have the American camouflage and show my identity. So you have that identity while also fitting the narrative. This fits the narrative, don't get me wrong, but it's to sell. I'm being negative, aren't I? I'm being negative. Is the negativity deserved? At the end of the day, Call of Duty is going to outsell Battlefield, unfortunately. That's just the way it is. That's just the inevitability. However, I do think this is a bit of a wake-up call for Call of Duty. I mean, look at the comments. This actually made me pre-order Battlefield 6. From a Call of Duty player, thank you for making it easy to choose Battlefield 6. Best advertisement for Battlefield 6. Showed this trailer to my grandma, she pre-ordered Battlefield 6. I expected nothing and they still managed to disappoint. People say COD is getting too much hate. I personally think they aren't getting enough. EA is probably going to throw a giant party tonight. For those who can't see the dislikes, we're at 205,000 and counting. Can't even have a trailer without showing off bundles. This reminds me of the time Call of Duty Infinite Warfare had to compete against Battlefield 1 in 2016. History is repeating itself. This will go down. Black Ops 7 will go down as a generic Call of Duty game, and it'll be forgettable. Black Ops 6, I don't even remember the story for it. I don't even remember the story for Black Ops 6. I've only played it 6-7 months ago? A bit longer than that now. I legit can't even remember the story of it. What happened in it? Wait, was it even Black Ops 6? Was that the last one? This is the thing. It's got to that point where I'm just like, I can't even... I've got to Google it. Black Ops 6. Oh, yeah. I remember it now. However, you ask me, do you remember the story of Battlefield 1? Oh my God. The pilot mission? You ask me, do you remember the story of Modern Warfare 2019? Oh my God. Clean house? Right? Yes, I understand they're grounded in reality. They're grounded in... You can't really say grounded in reality with Modern Warfare 2019 because it is still fantastical, but they base it... Because they can't get away with selling skins in games like that, or they did, but because it's more in a realistic manner, they have to rely on good story. That's it. And they think that because this can be extreme, they can get away with a more generic story and get away with it not being as good of a story, right? In my opinion, story is everything. If the story is so fucking good, it makes people want to play the multiplayer. It makes people want to be more involved with that game because they're invested in the characters, in the world, and all that lot. Generic story to sell skins. I haven't played Battlefield Black Ops 6 since the campaign. I think I actually played a bit of Warzone when they went back to the OG Warzone. But yeah, chat. I don't know. You can let me know in the comments. You can let me know in the comments what you think. I have a feeling that the Battlefield 6 story might not be that good, but the multiplayer is good because it's grounded in reality, and I'm excited for that. I think the story is going to be. Right. I'm going to play the first mission. I'm going to know exactly what the story is going to be. Right. In fact, I already know that one of these guys is going to betray the fire team that they're in. I can already see the story beats. Now with Battlefield 6, I can kind of see some story beats. So I can kind of see that we've got this NATO versus this other alliance, right? And I can maybe see why it's going down. But at the same time, there's so much gray area there that gets me excited. I'm excited to play the campaign of this to see where it goes. But compared to Battlefield 6, it's nothing. It's nothing. I mean, let me just pull this up again. I'm already invested. I hear the lads in trouble. I hear really good audio of a gunfight, right? I already feel invested in this team. I already see gameplay here that makes me want to get the boys on. I'm pulling my mate out of trouble here. Like I want him to be out of trouble. I'm already seeing something here that's getting me engaged. There's still really cool moments. It's another level. It is just an absolute another level. This part, when they're going up the ladders, which I think are the British, by the way. I don't know, everyone wears multicam. Like, this is not realistic in any way, shape, or form, but because it's visually more realistic, visually, and there is a sense of personality in it, right? And when I say personality, I mean you feeling like you're part of the team rather than just, I don't know. It's not even comparable, is it? Chat. Let me know in the comments what you think. I hope that... Listen. There's nothing better than when Call of Duty fucking nail it. When they nail it, right? When you get a Modern Warfare 2019. When you get a World at War, right? When they nail it, it's so good. When you get a Black Ops 2, when they nail it, it goes down in history. But there's a lot of fluff in between. There's a lot of fluff, right? And I'm hoping to see this and they go, okay, I think they're making a Modern Warfare 4 game. I think. Because they left Modern Warfare 3 on a bit of a cliffhanger, didn't they? I hope they look at this and they go, okay, Modern Warfare 4, we've got to nail this. We've got to nail it and ground it in realistic aesthetics, right? That's what I want. And there's so much opportunity there. Like, why are they not listening? Imagine if they made a Modern Warfare game and it's all about Literally, that Bobby Basic story of it's your first time getting into the SAS and you want to be you want to shoot shoulder to shoulder with Captain Price, and you want to be in Task Force 141. And the whole story is you going through training and then doing the first couple missions. And it's not about you versus an enemy that's going to destroy the world and there's a missile that's gonna, you're going to prevent the missiles from being fired. It's the same story beats. Instead, it's just, we've got a couple missions and it's you trying to build a trust and trying to get within Task Force 141. Mate, I'd buy that shit right now. But instead, we're getting Frank Woods' son. Oh, no, what is it? Mason. He's tripping on this gas again, and it's sci-fi, and there's the dude with the big hat, and it's the same shit. They're going down the same path, and I just hope that this is a bit of a wake-up call. I hope it is. Anyway, we're going to end it there. Check out Chug, 10% off, link down below. Follow the Instagram if you want to be part of the outdoor movement. If you don't, then don't follow it. It is what it is. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to be playing both campaigns. Simple. But there's only one multiplayer I'm going to be playing. It is what it is. And also, as another thing, I never get invited to these things, or I never get biases. I never get given things from these companies. So I'm able to say whatever I want. There's a lot of creators out there that they get given stuff from these companies and they get shipped to places so they can play the game first, and they have an incentive to talk good about them. It's not my cup of tea, guys. I'm here for you. I'm here to have fun, and I'm here to find the games that we genuinely connect with and have a connection between ourselves, right? Playing the Battlefield, I'm going on again here, playing the Battlefield 6 beta and inviting some viewers in, and we just fucking nailed it. Oh my days. I'm here to do that. I'm not here to cuddle up to big corporate businesses like this. That's what it is. Until next time, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.